Hello, I'm Ricky Lee, and today on the Watchlist, we're catching up with Dr. Lior Shaltiel, CEO of NurExone Biologic. The company has just announced some key corporate updates, including patent grants in the US and Israel, as well as the closing of a private placement. Dr. Shaltiel, it's a pleasure to have you back on the Watchlist.
Hey, good to be here again.
Fantastic. So you've just announced patents in both the US and Israel. Can you walk us through what these patents cover and why they're such an important milestone for NurExone?
Of course. So NurExone has a portfolio of different patents. Here we are talking about patents that's related to the production of exosomes. Beside that, we have patents of how to load the exosomes and what to load into the exosomes. Those patents that were granted, one in Israel and allowed in the US, which was the second before just granting in the US, is related to the production, how you produce exosome in our 3D system. And to make it short, we are using extra force, shear force on the cells in order to get them to secrete more exosomes, and those exosomes are even more due to this process. And by that, we're securing the composition of matter, why NurExone and its exosomes are so unique.
Amazing. Okay, and so beyond those patents, that you shared a number of corporate updates in this release as well. So what should investors be paying closest attention to right now?
So the next things that we published was the private placement. This is the second private placement that we had during the summer. So NurExone could raise funds even during the summer. These are two. This is the second round. In this case, overall, we raised 1.3 million Canadian dollars. And one of the investors in this case was even our director, James Richardson, but he's not the only one that we have. We have also investors that holds NurExone as investment that would like to increase their percentage in the company, their holdings, before some strategic move that the company has. And one of them, which was public, our desire to go in US and uplisting to a major exchange in the US. And we are on the way to do it, working together with the underwriter and submitting the necessary files. So in this case, we have a support for our investors, and I'm very pleased that we could even raise during summer.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Shaltiel, for sharing that with us today. That was the CEO of NurExone Biologic. To learn more about the company's latest developments, head to nurexone.com. And as always, you can check out what the community is saying on the Stockhouse billboards. That's all for today. I'm Ricky Lee. That was the watch list. Make good choices today.